Hello friends, my name's the real Emile. Now, when you think of Volvo, you likely think of two things: safety and estate cars. So it may be no surprise to you that this new variant of the V60 is both safe and, well, an estate car. What might surprise you, however, is the fact that this particular V60 is aiming right for the buyers of German performance estates, such as the Mercedes C450 AMG and the Audi S4 estate. Now, that is a challenging market to get into, so what does this particular V60 have on its side? Well, this isn't any old V60, oh no. This one's been tuned by Volvo's tuning folks over at Polestar. Think about Mercedes AMG division and you're about there. So what has it got? A retuned 3-litre 6-cylinder turbocharged engine producing 346 horsepower and 368 foot-pound of torque. While that isn't quite as much as you may find in some other vehicles in this class, the other upgrades on offer here may be enough to convince you. The suspension has seen a wide array of upgrades, including special dampers and sway bars. 6-piston brakes are on offer, as well as a whole host of cosmetic upgrades, resulting in an understated but sporty look. This is only helped by the Rebel Blue paint that adds a truly unique touch to the car. The V60 really is then a fantastic looking car, and I'd personally say better looking than all of its rivals. A slight downside to the V60 comes in the size of its boot. Sure, it's big, however estates like the RS4 Avant do offer a larger loading area. Still, unless you really need the extra space, the V60 does offer a good amount of room. The interior, however, is a different story, and is yet another area where the V60 excels. Most of the Volvo's rivals have good quality but ultimately bland interiors. The V60 breaks that trend with blue stitching on the seats and the steering wheel, aluminium lashings all around, and a whole host of buttons. And of course, as we all know, more buttons does mean better. The interior is also helped by a very easy to read, all-in-one heads-up display, although it would have been better if the entire unit was only red at the red line. Visibility is excellent with a large windscreen and low-sitting dash, meaning this car is a joy to use with the interior mode. Of course, looking good and feeling good is 50% of the Volvo's jobs done now, but it's now time to get on with the driving, and this is where the V60 really does come into its own. It's an excellent overall package, so let's start taking a look. The first thing you'll notice about the V60 is just how relaxed it is. On launch it's very smooth, there's no smoke or frantic gear changes, just a brisk clean getaway from the line. Same thing can be said about the acceleration. While it is quick on acceleration, it isn't overwhelmingly so, making it very easy to manage the V60's speed, even for the most novice of drivers. Quoted acceleration figures for the V60 has it hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds flat, although my own personal tests lead me to believe it can hit 0 to 60 miles per hour considerably quicker than this quoted time. Overall top speed is decent, although German rivals will be quicker. The quoted speed for the V60 sits at 169 miles per hour, and in my personal tests I found it could comfortably hit 160 miles per hour given a long enough straight. This is all helped by a snappy 6-speed gearbox. It is a great little box and changes gears at snap pace, although I personally find the ratios to be a little too long for my personal preference. Onto the handling, and the V60 keeps its swift but smooth theme. Into the corners and you'll find the V60 offers a superb amount of traction. Having driven the V60 for a few hours, I could never really get it to break traction or even misbehave. The only real issue you may run into is the V60 does have a moderate amount of understeer when it is pushed to its absolute limits. The final excellent point of the V60 is the brakes. As mentioned earlier, Polestar offers 6-piston disc brakes and you can really feel them at work here. If you suddenly need to stop, the V60 will do so on command. Overall, the V60 offers an excellent driving experience. While it may not be as exciting as some rivals, its ease of use makes it an ideal daily cruiser. So the final point to make about the V60 Polestar then would be the price. And what do you pay for the V60 Polestar? Well, a respectable 62,000 credits, which is perfectly average for this class, and the level of performance you'll be getting from the V60 Polestar. So, what is my overall opinion on the V60 Polestar then? Well, I personally think it is absolutely terrific. I love the looks, the capabilities of a cruiser, and its ability to still be great on track despite its smoothness. Sure, you can buy faster, more interesting, and even more practical vehicles, but none with all those features in one, in a remotely close budget to the V60 anyways. Well, apart from one. and that is the Audi RS4 Avant. The RS4 Avant offers more power and more practicality, however it does cost 22,000 credits more, and for my money, I'd rather take the Volvo. Sure, I really do like the RS4, it is my favourite Audi, but I think the Volvo is the better all-rounder for the money. It really will come down to personal preference, although just bear in mind you can get a lot with that 22k. Like, maybe a dog to put in the back of this thing. Anyways, that's my review of the Volvo V60 Polestar. Make sure to let me know what you think of the Volvo V60 Polestar in the comment section below. With all that said and done, friends, my name's been the Real Emile. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.